So I redid my bench. I didn't realize that this shelf is now going to be in my kind of in my way when I film videos. I probably need to get my camera down closer, but I got rid of my arm that holds it because it was messed up. So that's going to be a problem unless I can maybe get the camera down closer or closer to me. It won't be as bad, but I'm redoing some stuff, so I'll have to come up with some better way to have a mountable, movable camera. So I got a mailbag here. It's a mega mailbag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, something like that. And then I got like some other random stuff too. So let's get started. Let's move this all to a pile over here. We'll start with this to get it out of the way. This one's, oh, there's another package, look. Hiding in there. This says aluminum profile. Pretty sure this is a giant Tslot. Yep. So I bought one of these before to test it out, see if it would work for like tool mounting and stuff, and it worked really well. So I bought another one. I should be able to put T-rail across my entire workbench and then attach tool hangers to it any way I want. So this is, I think it's a what is this? Well, they got aluminum shavings all in there. That's weird. It's like they cut it after it was wrapped. Well, whatever. It's still nice. It's not banged up. It's not scratched. So I got these for pretty cheap, and they shipped fairly decently. They weren't destroyed or bent or banged up or nothing. So that's nice. Here, I'll go ahead and peel that off. See, it's basically T extrusions, which you use on 3D printers and stuff. But I can throw a Tslot nut in there and mount anything I want to it, and be able to take them off and on. So that's pretty cool. You can buy a big set of these. I think it's like 60 bucks maybe. You can get like a whole 4 or 5 pack of them for like making a 3D printer frame or something like that. But I'm just buying like one at a time just to see, you know, how it's going to work before I decide to go all out. All right. Next, we have temperature sensor. Why did I put my razor blade away? Finally got new razor blades. A whole bunch of them. This is not a temperature sensor. This looks like it's a dual high voltage. Yeah, it's an Opto-isolator, but it's a dual package. So it's a dual package voltage isolator with transistors. So this should be cool for controlling, you know, a single pair of something, or you know, 2 motors or back and forth or something like that. Motor controller. Cool. I don't know what kind of Opto-isolator it is, but it's a beefy one. It says XD947500. Not really sure. I should plug my microphone up, and what if I did that? What if I tried that? Testing. Seems to be working. All right, let's try that. All right, next up is electrical connector. All right, I bought a bunch of small gauge Scotch nuts or whatever. These are cheap wire nuts. Just real cheap, but they're nice and small for small gauge wire. This is good for like a small control box where you don't want to put some kind of terminal block. You just want to get some wires connected up. All right, next up, Boost converter. It probably is a boost converter. I ordered a whole bunch of different kinds. This one looks like it has where's the oh, okay, so it's got these are nice because these are breadboard friendly, and these make good modules to put on your on a project board. A lot of these have like 2 jacks over here and some weird spacing, and then 2 over here, some weird non-standard spacing. Kind of like they used to go in those modules or something like that. But this is just a normal pin header. These are really nice. I'm going to buy a bunch of these. These would go really good for putting on a board for controlling different things. This is like this. I'm going to put this on a board to control a 12-volt fan from a 5-volt microcontroller. And just boost it up. So this is nice. And these modules seem to be controllable, where you can buy them in different values. They have let's see, they have 6 volt, 5 volt, 9 volt, 24 volt, 15 volt. I don't know how they change them. They might be just changing the chips. I mean, there's only 2 resistors on here. Maybe it's a settable. Maybe it's a resistor settable variable converter IC. Nice big beefy diodes. These are nice. I like these. I'll have to see how much they cost. Buy some more of those. Definitely nice. I have to test their performance though. Plastic sheet. Well, I didn't cut that one. Alright, cool. I've been waiting for I ordered this once before and then never got it. I ordered some more. I wanted some clear paste flux. The flux I have now is not very clear. This isn't very clear either, but it's a little bit clearer. And you know, this is supposed to be Amtech. This is definitely not. Look, they even have a hologram on there. Made in USA. Well, the words are all spelt properly. Connecticut. Advanced Metals Technology. It even has a phone number on there. And a zip code. I highly doubt this is authentic. But I wanted to try some different kinds of fluxes out. I'm not really concerned with whether it's authentic or not. I just like to try some different stuff. ASM UV. What does that mean? NC559 is the flux type. And it's got a hologram sticker on there, and everything's spelt not for industrial use. For industrial use only. There we go. There's the spelling. Industrial spelt wrong. Alright. They can't seem to get it 100% perfect. Alright, next up, 2 Cara 4A46-A10 portable lighting P42R06-L3-05. No clue what that means. Oh, there's 2 of them in there. I always throw stuff out accidentally. These are some normally open. I believe I ordered more normally open. I didn't have any. I only got one of those several I've ordered, and they were wrong. I think these are, let's see, 5 amp, 90 degrees centigrade, and this is 5 amp, 90 degrees centigrade. I think these are normally open. I was going to use those for like automatic fan control when you want to turn some fan off unless it's really hot. It's good for modifying stuff and hacking stuff. Alright, next up is 4-channel bi-directional. Probably another isolator of some sort. Oh, no, it's a bunch of them. Alright, apparently I bought a whole stack of these. I believe these are level shifters, but I plan on having a bunch of these available for breadboarding transistors. A lot of times I need to breadboard a transistor with some biasing resistor or just a current limiting resistor, and maybe a pull-up, maybe not a pull-up. You know, and you get those little SOT23 boards, but then you have nowhere to put the resistors, and so this should make it easy to, I can breadboard 2 transistors with base resistors, and then I can remove the pull-ups if I don't want to. I'm assuming these are NPN, so I can remove these pull-up resistors to makes the output data logic, and convert it to just be able to sync current and use these as switches. That's my idea. I haven't looked at the schematic yet for these. All right, up next is PCB board. Oh, I got something stuck in my finger. It'd be nice to just open all the packages at once, and then I don't have to try a different format. This is a USB, probably a boost converter. In battery, V out. Some kind of lithium ion battery charger, I think. This probably has boost. I think it's got boost and buck built in as well. That's cool. It's supposed to have protection over charge. I bought one that had charge protection because I have a bunch of lithium batteries I was going to recycle. And I don't know anything about charging them, but I want to do it safely. Next up, USB voice control. Alright, I don't think this is voice controlled. These are cool. I saw these, I don't know where I saw these. But this is a little USB touch controlled RGB LED. Get out of there. I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm not really sure why I bought it. I don't know if I was going to oh no, wait, look, it's got a microphone. What? I think because it had so much cool stuff on it. That's why I bought it. Car LED mood light. So maybe it's got like a clapper. Let's check it out. Is it safe to plug into my computer? I don't know. What's this chip microcontroller right here? Eesh. I don't know. Let's just plug it up to power. How about that? I don't know if I trust plugging that in to anything but power. It's double-sided. Plug it in. Oh, look at that. Voice controlled. It's like a color organ. So it lets you touch the color and change it. I don't know how you turn off the sound though. Hello. Well, that's kind of cool. Ooh, hello. Does it have a cycle? All right. Well, that's cool. Enough playing with that. I'm gonna have to look this up and see what the modes are. There's no instructions on there. But yeah. I don't know if it has a mode where it does sound and a mode that doesn't do sound, but that's a cool little piece of tech right there. It's probably somebody's project that they ripped off and made commercially. That's my guess. Very cool. All right, that's a LED, voice activated. Probably you put it in your car and you can have turn the music on and the whole car turns into a party. It's kind of cool. All right, so next up is machinery part. What in the world is this? saran wrapped up. Jeez Louise, get off of there. This is some kind, I don't know what this is. Whew, I'm blinded right now. ULN 2003 APG. ABCD. Motor controller, maybe? 5 or 12. It could just be a level shifter. Wait, there's no output. Yeah, this is the output. That's the input, that's the output. And it's got color channels, LED channel indicators. That's cool. Next up. Nope, that's not it. Next up is 1. It says 1. That's all it says. Oh, I saw someone selling these. I thought, well, that's kind of cool. These are Node MCU, obviously fake Node MCUs. Look at the color of that. It's weird. It's like cream. It might be real. I don't think these are real. These are blank Node MCU boards. So you basically get, if you want a Node MCU with an ESP07 with the external antenna, you can put that on here. Or if you want to change this chip out for an ESP, S or something, 12S or whatever you want, whatever you want to do. It comes empty. But these are also really good for ESP8266 programming because it's got the CP2102 and the 2 transistors, and all you have to do is wire up the reset line and the GPIO 0 to your microcontroller, and it will do the auto resetting for you. So you can use this as a programmer. And it's in a familiar format. Everybody's kind of familiar with these, and they just easier to deal with sometimes. And so there you go. And nobody really, unless you go on Tindy, no one really sells an auto reset board. A UART, USB UART with an auto reset circuitry on it. This one's got a 3v3 regulator, so you get an extra 3v3 rail. If you don't want to, you can add this onto your board and put your PCB on, that use this as like an add-on board or something. If you can get the pins out right. And you get an extra 3v3 rail, extra power filtering, 2 buttons. Obviously, one's a reset, one's a GPI 0. A USB converter for serial, if you want to use this as a debugger, just to debug TX lines, and an auto reset circuitry. So you got also a diode there, so that'll give you some kind of reserve. If you're just throwing a really small microcontroller on there with no no smarts, this will give you that diode protection for. It's not made for that. This is made for anti-backfeed, but if you do put too much current or directly short your power, this Zener diode will fry. Not Zener. This Schottky diode will fry first. So it kind of acts like a fuse. So you could always take that off and put a small fuse on there too. I've done that to a couple of them. All right, next up is, I need to go check on my peroxide bath. Next up is nothing, doesn't say anything, blank. This one is blank. This is a USB safety tester. I'm pretty sure this is a USB meter. It comes with an adapter. That's cool. And this will do, current testing, I think. I think it's got a color LCD too. Which way does that go? Of course it goes that way. Well, you can barely see that display, but it works. I'm probably going to take it out of this. Probably going to take it out of here and get rid of this. This smoked plastic kind of hides the brightness of that, but you can go ahead and plug something in here. Let's see, we got that, and it's going to tell us, how much current it's using. It's a 121 ohms, 22 centigrade. It's got a temperature sensor. Voltage is 0 volts. Why is it? .85 volts. Oh, so it'll map everything too. If you got a problem, if you want to test your cables, you can use it to do that too. It tells you the V negative, V positive, and then voltage on the D plus and D minus. That's cool. And then it'll keep track of your load and your current draw over time. You can reset it. Oh, it's got different displays, 35 volts, 10 amp. Cool. That's neat. That should come in handy. I have another one, but this looks like it'll be better. This has got, you know, all the connectors built in. You're not hunting for an adapter. So, pretty cool. All right, next up. Terminal Cat. All right, so I just bought a bunch of random more of these, but you know, larger for electrical work. I like to keep some in the house, and when I use them, I just buy some more just so I have them. But they're not particularly good ones. If I was going to do some wiring in my house, I'd probably go buy some Scotch locks. But these are fine for small projects that you're working on. All right, next up is Untracked. Untracked, so it's probably reshipped. If you buy multiple items of something, they seem to package it a lot better. They actually put some foam in there. So that's a pro tip if you're going to be buying something. I bought a bunch of these. These are just MOSFET modules. I thought they'd come in handy just to have a bunch of MOSFETs when you need something. So those are nice. All right, probably have to move some of this stuff out of the way a little bit. Went to dollar store and picked up some stuff. Thought these were kind of cool, like pen grips. Got the jelly ones and then these foam ones. I thought those would be nice to put on some fine screwdrivers and stuff like that. Or maybe like my SMD pickup tools. Let's check it out, see if it works. Something you're going to be using for a long time, maybe it'll be nice to have a little cushioning on there. Oh, jeez. They're good for color coding too. Let's see if I can get that on there. Yeah, it's a little, you probably have to figure out a way to get things on there, but you know, putting it on, these are really made for pencils, so you probably have to stretch them out a little bit if you're going to put them on something else. But I think they'll work. Put them on your probes and stuff like that for color coding. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. And these jelly ones. These look a little bigger. Let's try those. Ooh, they're real jelly. Very grippy. Yeah, so you could probably put some alcohol or something on there and work it on there. Yeah, that's nice. This is definitely non-slip. That's for sure. Very cool. Not bad for $1. I'm sure sometimes you just need a little piece of rubber. You can cut those and use them for something, you know? Who knows? Always looking for cheap stuff. What else did I get? Oh, the other day I was trying to cut some 3D prints and I didn't have a little saw. So I thought this would be nice. Just a little mini hacksaw. This was from the Dollar Tree or something too. Yeah, it's good enough. Nice and lightweight. It's not some big thing, and should be able to make quick work of trimming a 3D part or something like that if you need to cut something in half or modify something. That's neat. Little plastic saw. And you could probably get finer blades that don't have that stagger, so that's a really fine and it cuts through you know, a very small cut. These are a little bigger, but I could probably file it down or something. And I finally got this package from Japan. I ordered this a while ago. I actually ordered 6. I already opened it. Had to stock up on this. I think this is. I think it's Nanami Tagarashi. I think I forget the name of it. This one's all in Japanese. I don't know what it says. S&B, chili powder, some sesame in it. Stuff is so good. Anyway, I bought 6 of them. Just I go through them, and I don't think they only. I think they only sell them in these little bottles. And I couldn't find it locally at any of our markets, which is interesting. So that's it for now. Till next time.